started talking about a caption. And remember we said that captions describe what is happening in the
Story.
not just the story, the picture. Good. Captions describe what is happening in the picture. Or another word for picture, photo or illustration. Good. So we have a picture of a crayon here, and underneath it, our caption is going to describe it. A crayon is a tool that is used for drawing and coloring. The purpose of a caption is to, repeat it after I say it. The purpose of a caption is to describe what is happening in a photo.
Describe what is happening in the photo.
The purpose of a caption is to
Describe what is happening in a photo.
describe what is happening in a photo. Good. Here we have a picture or a photo, right? We are going to describe what is happening in the photo. A, cows can be found in pastures. B, people get milk from cows. C, a baby cow is called a calf. If you think that A is correct, raise your hand. If you think that A is a caption for this picture. If you think that B is a caption for this picture, raise your hand. If you think that C is a caption for this picture, raise your hand. Okay, let's look at this picture. What do we see in the picture? Just tell me what you see.
Cow.
Cows. What kind of cows? Adult cows, baby cows?
Adult cow.
Adult cows. Okay, so let's look at C. A baby cow is called a calf.
No.
What can we do with that answer choice?
Slash and trash.
Right? Okay, so now we're down to 2. Cows can be found in pastures, or people get milk from cows. Now, let's look at B. People get milk from cows. Some of my friends said that one. Do we see people in the picture?
No.
Do we see milk in the picture?
No.
We know, because we're all very smart, we know that milk comes from cows. But are they showing you that in the picture? No. So would that be a caption for this certain picture? No. So we can
Slash and trash.
Now let's look at A. Cows can be found in pastures. Pastures are the big, green, grassy, open areas. Is that describing what's happening in this picture? Yes. So it would be A. Cows can be found in pastures. Okay? Alright. We are also going to talk about main idea again. And all this is, it's the same poster that I have over there. I just put it right here so that you could see it in the front of the room. Remember we said that our main idea was like a stool or a chair, right? The main idea was like our seat. And then our details were like the legs of the chair that help it stand up and help it hold us up when we sit on it, right? What would happen if we didn't have those details? Would it be a chair?
No.
What would happen when you went to sit on it? You would fall, right? Good. And there are clues. Does anybody remember? Think back to last week. It's been a while. Where could we look to maybe help us figure out what the main idea is when we're looking at a story?
The front or the back of the passage?
The front sentence or the first sentence or the last sentence, right? The first or the last sentence. What else can we look for sprinkled throughout the paragraph over and over again?
The sentence that
Not talking about the first or the last sentence, but what else can we look throughout the story for?
for the words that going over and over again.
For the words that are being repeated over and over again. Very good. So those are little clues or hints that we can use to figure out the main idea. We could also look at the title, if there's a title. What if it has pictures? Could we look at the pictures? Yeah. All of those things could help give us a clue of what the main idea is. We're going to look at a couple more main idea bags. So make sure that you're looking up here so you can see if you can be the first one to figure out what the main idea of the bag is. And when you got it, hold on to it. Don't say it. Raise your hand, okay? All right. Got some bread, some turkey, some cheese, and lettuce and tomato. Does anybody have a guess at what our main idea might be?
A sandwich.
It might be things that you need to do what?
Cook a sandwich.
To make a sandwich. This bag has everything that you need to make a sandwich in it, right? So our main idea is making a sandwich. What would my details be? My individual details.
The
The bread,
and the celery and
the lettuce and the tomato, good. Yeah. What else?
turkey.
The turkey and the
Cheese.
cheese. So those are our little details. That's what we need to come together to make our sandwich. All right, one more. Some people already know. Let's keep looking. All right, who knows?
Football.
Football. Everything you need to play football. So that's my main idea. Now, your shoulder pads, your helmet, your cleats, and your football, those are like our what? They're not the main idea. They're our details. Good. Okay. Now we are going to remind ourselves the main idea tells what the story is mostly about, right? What the whole thing is about. Okay? And here are our clues one more time. We're going to think about what the story's about. We're going to look at our title and headings. We're going to look for those pictures, especially in a book. We know we'll probably have pictures in a book. We're going to look at the first or last sentence, and we're going to look for those repeated words that come over and over again. All right, let's listen to this story. Tigers are the largest species in the cat family. They live in many parts of Asia. They can weigh as much as 660 pounds. Whoa. They can grow as long as 11 feet. Whoa! Think about that. The average adult is like 6 feet tall, and the tiger can be 11 feet tall. Wow. Or 11 feet long. They are great swimmers and hunters. What is the main idea of this paragraph? What is the main idea of the paragraph? All right, let's go over here so you can see it a little bigger. All right. What are we going to look at first? The first sentence, which says what?
Tigers are the largest species in the cat family.
Tigers are the largest species in the cat family. Is that what our story is mostly about? Tigers? Cha-ching! Check! We're good. All right. And here's our detail number 1. They live in many parts of Asia. Detail number 2 would be they can weigh as much as 660 pounds. And detail number 3 would be they grow as long as 11 feet. Now this last sentence would be what we call the conclusion. Can you say conclusion? Conclusion. Right, so that is kind of ending off our paragraph and letting us know another detail about tigers. We are going to read a very busy firehouse today. So our first page says, a family of firefighters. Every firefighter is like a member of a special family. When they are not putting out fires, firefighters eat and rest at the firehouse. Now let's look at this picture of the firefighter. All right? What would this be? What text feature is this?
An illustration.
Yeah, that is an illustration, and this is describing the illustration, so what is that called? A caption! Very good. Okay? Flip. It's not flipping? There we go. Firefighters take turns cooking meals and cleaning. Ooh, there's our text feature again. What's it called? it's a picture of firefighters, and that is a caption. Alright, flip. Firefighters carefully check all their equipment. Is each fire truck clean? Do the fire trucks have enough gas? Does each siren work? Firefighters make sure they are ready for the next fire. And there's a picture of a what?
Siren.
The siren. Can everybody make the siren sound? Wee-yaw, 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 wee-yaw. Very good. Alright, look. Alright, someone tell me, raise your hand, what is the caption of this picture? What is the caption of this picture? Yes, and the one that they gave us on the page is what? Fire trucks. It's okay. Fire trucks need to be cleaned after every fire, right? That is our caption, okay? Alright, flip. Suddenly the alarm rings. Firefighters slide down the pole. They put on their boots, special pants, and coats. Every firefighter also wears a helmet. In seconds, the firefighters are on their way. Alright, flip. Sliding down a pole is faster than taking the stairs. So that's how they get from the top floor down to the bottom where the fire truck is. Alright, flip. The fire chief decides the best way to fight the fire. He tells some firefighters to look for people and pets inside the burning building. He tells others to work on putting out the fire. Alright, flip. The fire chief uses a walkie-talkie to tell the firefighters what to do. Alright, flip. You don't have to zoom in like that, okay? Firefighters use a fire axe to smash holes in the roof and windows. The holes let out hot air and smoke. That makes it easier for water to reach the flames. This fire axe is heavy. Can someone raise their hand and give me another caption for that picture? Besides the one that they gave us, come up with a different caption.
It is very heavy.
It is very heavy. What else? What else could we say is a caption for this picture? It doesn't just have to be about the axe. It can be about what's happening in the picture.
Holding this axe is very heavy. He is trying to pick up something.
He is picking up the axe. Good. Or we could say he is in his firefighter uniform, right? All right, flip. Firefighters must work with a heavy hose. It takes many firefighters to hold the hose and aim the nozzle. The nozzle is where the water blasts out of the hose. All right, flip. Firefighters work together to aim the nozzle straight. So that is describing what's happening in the photo, and that is called a
caption.
A caption. Good job. All right, flip. It was a very busy day for the firefighters. At the end of the day, the firefighters washed the trucks. They washed the hoses. They washed themselves. Time to rest until the alarm rings again. All right, flip. All right, and this is showing us all of the things we might see at a firehouse. So we see a dormitory is where the firefighters do what? Sleep. A garage is where the fire trucks are kept. And they also keep their firefighting clothes. Flip. A kitchen is where the firefighters make their food. A hose drying tower is where the hoses are hung to dry. So the big long water hoses that they use after they're finished fighting the fire, they hang them up in this big tall tower so that they can dry out properly. Right. And here we have those bold words that we were looking for. Remember we said the chunkier letters that make those bold words? And there are all of the definitions, okay? And that would be our glossary, okay? Glossary tells us the meaning of key words. Okay? Alright. Someone raised their hand and tell me, what was the genre of this? Was it fiction or nonfiction?
Nonfiction.
Nonfiction. Someone else. How do we know it's nonfiction?
Because it's real.
It's real, right? How did we know it was real?
Because it was showing them a picture.
It was showing real pictures. Was it telling us real information?
Yeah.
Yes. So that would be a nonfiction book. That's why we had all those nonfiction text features in it, like captions and our table of contents and our glossary. Okay?